So the Netflix formula is pretty easy for you to understand. There are only two things. Number one, identity, gender politics is good. Masculinity is bad. That's all. That's the formula. Let me just expound. If you ever watched any Netflix production, you know that the good guys are what the American calls the minority, people of color, women, members of the LGBTQ. Now, let me put it into perspective. Let's pick a movie, and this is how maybe a Netflix producer will look at it. Number one, the heroes. Who do we have as the heroes? The heroes are women. The heroes are supposed to be women. If not a woman, it's supposed to be a dude. He's not supposed to be masculine. And if he's masculine, he's supposed to be a member of the LGBTQ community. If it's a black woman, now that would be much better. We actually prefer it being a black woman. If a best friend is supposed to be either a black man, but we prefer a black member of the LGBTQ, or a woman who is also a member of the LGBTQ community. That's how they look at the good guys. If it's supposed to be like a sidekick or someone else to help push the story forward, now you can have a normal black character, male preferably. Now when you come to the bad guys, and also a part of the good guys, you'll have kids, you'll have Asians, you'll have Mexican, you'll have teens. That's a group of what you typically call the good guys, the people who are threatened by the villain. Now, who is the villain? The villain is supposed to be Caucasian, middle-aged. Yes, male. A male, Caucasian, middle-aged. No, a Caucasian, middle-aged man. If you look, and it cuts across. Remember Knives Out? No, remember Glass Onion? Who was the villain? Remember Sandman? Who was the villain? There's a show on Netflix called Dick Gently Holistic Detectives. Who are the bad guys? Middle-aged Caucasian male. Because white masculinity and masculine, the villain is basically masculine, because masculine today is toxic. So anything that is white, masculine, and middle-aged, that is bad. That's a villain. Anything that is black, female, that's hero or good. Anything that is male, black, it can be the best friend. They can be the best friend. They can be they are not supposed to be the hero that much. And if you have a white man who happens to be a part of the good guys, they are either dumb, they are weak, they are sidelined, they're in the background. The women are in the foreground. So that, my friend, is the Netflix formula. Now, you've seen the show, you've watched The Witcher, and you're probably here because of The Witcher. Look at what I've just told you. Does it make sense? Who are the white people? Who are the villain? Yeah, it might be a woman every now and then, but again, who's like the villain? Number two, who are the lead characters? Who are the main characters? The white man in the good guys team, is he masculine or is he masculine and dumb? Because he has to be stupid. Remember Glass Onion? Who are the good guys? The main character was middle-aged Caucasian man, but if you watch the film, you know that it was implied that he was a member of the LGBTQ community. You see? And the villain, middle-aged, white, very dumb, self-absorbed, and basically stupid. Yeah. The hero, black, female. Who was one of the main characters who was not important. He was important, but he was not important. He was just there to be seen. The black character. If you would have removed this male black character, it would have not made any difference. You see, that's how Netflix works. And now, why is it Netflix why is it important for Netflix to have this formula? Why does this formula actually work? It's because Netflix are trying to please everyone. Netflix is focused on trying to please as many. The idea of Netflix is, this is not cinema. People are not going to watch it and go home and pay $100, pay $10 and go home. No, these are people who they want to keep bringing back. They want to keep them watching. So they'll service what is popular, they'll service what they think works for them. You get? Because if you think about it, Netflix has 73, close to 73 million subscribers in the US and Canada alone. That is the same as Middle East, Europe, and Africa combined. They also have 73 point something million subscribers. Now, for the US, when you think about it, what do men usually watch on Netflix? It's not Netflix. What do generally, when a man sits down in front of the TV in the US, what are they usually watching? It's sports, basketball, American football, I think that's what they call it, or baseball. That's what guys are usually watching. What are the women usually watching? They're on Netflix. That's why you have so many shows on Netflix and so many reality shows. And when you look at the reality shows, they have that formula. They always have the gay guy, they always have the black women pushed in front, Caucasian men, middle-aged, pushed at the back, and they're usually depicted as the bad guys because because the US and Canada are anti-masculinity and anti-male. Being a straight male in the US and Canada is now, where the hate is drawn into, especially when it comes to pop culture. So if you're sitting there complaining about The Witcher, just understand it's a formula. And is there anything wrong with diversity? There's nothing wrong with diversity, but the story comes first. The story should dictate what you call diverse. The story should dictate which kind of characters that whatever will have. If you look at The Witcher, I don't think there was a story. I don't think there was a script. The script was very basic, and it was there to insult us. It was basically there to insult the fans. They just thought about just making another fantasy show for the general audience. It's not about for you and me as the fans. So I hope you understood what the formula is. I hope now you understand where Netflix are coming from. Thanks for watching. You can watch my review of The Witcher Blood Origins here.